Hello everyone, hello! Chocolo Roberto here, thank you very much for coming. It's, yes, another live review time, this time finally at Aldi, it was Asda then, Aldi. Yeah, basically, well, thank you everyone who voted, by the way. Those you don't know, for the past few weeks, actually, a couple of weeks, 2, 3 weeks, I've been posting essentially like a poll to see what library people would want me to do. So yeah, if you want to be able to take part in that and haven't seen those or whatever, they should just appear, but you might need to have the notifications on basically for my channel. So if you click the bell icon on the homepage of my channel, that should enable you to see when I do publish these polls and things like this, another little posts and stuff like that. So yeah, do that if you haven't already. Then you can take part in that too. Yeah, because you might have sort of thought, well, yeah, they just are what they are, but I have been doing that in the recent weeks and it's been quite good fun actually. So there we go. So yeah, I hope you're doing okay. So I say Aldi this time. I was scheduled to do it about 4 weeks ago, but basically the Aldi I went to was well, not really the nearest one as such, but the most convenient one was basically being renovated or something, or was closed for a few days. So basically I couldn't do it, so that's why I ended up doing Lidl instead, I think. And then I postponed the Aldi one for about 3 weeks, and here we are. So finally did it. But I thought just in case, I'd ask the people what you wanted to do, and Aldi still won, although it was neck and neck until about 8 p.m. last night, I think it was. Then a couple of people swayed the votes, so it was very close to do a little, I think part 3, I think, or part 2, one of those. So yeah. So hi Scotty, how are you doing? Hope you're doing alright. And hi Cheyenne, good to see you. Glad you could make it, by the way. Hope you're doing alright. Yeah, so we're doing some Aldi stuff today. Now there's tons of Aldi stuff. There's loads of stuff actually. And I went there this morning and I got half a ton of chocolate. So I can't do it all today, of course. So I'll probably partition it slightly into different areas. So we'll see what happens. I've got a selection, as I say, but I think we'll probably start possibly with because we've done it for Tesco and we've done it for Lidl. Their sort of own versions of various family favourites, I guess you'd say, Mars bars, stuff like that. So maybe we'll get those out of the way and do them first. We can do a direct comparison there. So it'll be quite interesting to do that. As I say, I think Lidl did one, and they weren't too bad, the little ones, but they had a bit of well, the packaging was brilliant on them. Actually, I was really impressed with the packaging. Second to none, really, packaging wise. But the taste, I think there was a slight taste in some of them. I think maybe the Snickers one had a slight oddity to it, and maybe the Mars, but the Twix one tasted completely different, as well. Well, not completely different. The biscuit was like it was basically as if they'd used just a different kind of biscuit, or a typical biscuit, like a shortbread biscuit or something. Yeah, but the Tesco ones were very good actually. I think there's a slight difference, maybe in the Snickers, maybe slightly in the Twix, but they're very good, not too bad. Half a ton. And honestly, I had to. Lucky, I took. I think you saw it in the Discord chat. I took one of those little, not little. IKEA bags with me. That's basically heavy duty bags, so I could carry it around basically. But it was, I had to, it was. It did start to weigh a lot by the end of it. Honestly, it was full. I think you saw that photo. Honestly, it was full. So it's long story short is we got probably 5 or 6 weeks worth of Aldi stuff to get through. I also got more Lidl stuff. Yeah, so I also got some more Lidl stuff as well. So I think a couple of people were mentioning there was a different brand then. I went back in. I don't know whether I missed it the first time or it just wasn't there. But either way, I got a couple more of their sort of exquisite brand, the high top tier brand stuff. So we got quite a bit for Aldi, Lidl as well to go through. And I got some extra stuff as well. So I got all sorts of Stash Watch this week. I'll go through it all. So if you want to see what I got, other than what I reviewed today, it'll be on Stash Watch. Yeah, so I managed to get to Aldi Sham. Yeah, it was managed to get there at long last. So yes, wasn't too. It's on the trip actually. There's a few supermarkets quite close to each other. So, but as I say, it was just closed for a bit. So managed to do it. So I've got a few things. Now it's really hot today in the well, it's not. It's warm in the UK today by most country standards, but really hot by the UK standards. Now it's not too bad in my house today, but obviously I've got lights on, the computer's on, stuff like that. So I might not do loads today because I think it's just going to get too hot and too melty and things like this. So we'll see. We'll still have a good 5 or 6 reviews, I think, maybe 7. We'll see how it goes. Now my internet as well today's been okay so far, but who knows? Fingers crossed, touch wood. But yeah, basically I haven't reset the router or anything like that today, so who knows? It could just decide to go kaput at any amount of time. In which case I might just need to reset it. It might take me a couple of minutes to come back on. So if I disappear, that will, just give me a couple of seconds. But hopefully it'll be all right. They say if it's not broke, don't fix it. So it was working fine this now, so I've not tried to make it, not tried to restart it or anything like that to put on a fresh foot. So we'll see how it goes. Because I've noticed when I do that sometimes it starts going bad again. So who knows? Anyway, without further ado, we've done all the preamble, the pre-blurb, the pre-stuff. So let's. I think we should start then. Yes, with Aldi's version of the Mars bar. I assume it is Titan. There we go. I think possibly Alan mentioned this the other day. Yeah, so Looks, I mean, it looks a bit. The package looks, it's got that sort of same thick plastic. I don't know. It has the little one and maybe the Tesco one. This one has that sort of distinct feel to them. That sort of thick plastic taste to them. But yeah, it's got taste and feel to them. I think it feels quite nice. 6 bars individual wrap, says this 6, and I think that's in line with what was in Lidl. I'm not sure about the Tesco though. What does it describe them as? Milk chocolate with nougat and caramel. So there we go. Or nugget. Yeah, so basically I think the little one didn't describe itself as having nugget or nougat or whatever I say. Yeah, so that's a bit different anyway, although it still tasted the same. You managed to get them, did you, Sham? Yes, very good. What did you think? Yeah, was it the mint biscuits or the mint buttons did you have? Or did you have both? Yes. Let's see, what does it say here? Get your focus in. Milk chocolate with a soft nugget or nougat caramel. I say nougat, so I'm just going to say that. And caramel centre, there we go. The ingredients, milk chocolate 40%. There we are. Got palm fat in though, palm fat. You can see there. Now, the calories contain 6 bars, 400 grams, 465 calories. So pretty low down on the 5 to 550 scales. That's not bad because these are full chocolate bars. 90 grams of fat, 11 which are saturates. Per 38 gram bar, 177 calories, 7.3 grams of fat, 4.2 which are saturates. It's not bad per 100 grams, I must say. I don't know what Mars's are per 100 grams generally, but as chocolate bars go, that's not bad because as I say, usually they're between 500 and 550 on all the chocolates I've done. Not really Mars for a while. That seems pretty good. I don't distinctly remember the little ones or Tesco ones being yeah, I don't know. You know, like that. I thought I seem to remember them being 500, 550. So who knows, basically. But it's an interesting one, yeah. So I could just find out really. Maybe I should just do a quick, just see Mars nutrition information. I'll just have a quick look online, see what it says. Let's see. There we go. So look, could do this live. So let's see. It's not telling me the calories, it's just telling me all the fat and stuff, which is not the one I wanted to see. Let's have a look, let's see what it says. I think they are bigger than 51 grams, the Mars bar, so they are a bit bigger. Does it actually say? Yeah, 448 calories, yeah, so they are about the same actually. Alright, yeah. 465, so actually less. Oh well, there we go, I thought well yeah, for some reason Mars bars will have a bit lower in calories than the usual thing, so yeah. So yes, what were they by the way, Sham? Yeah, you didn't mention. Was it the mint biscuits or the mint buttons? Which ones did you have? Yeah. You have to wait to see, Sham. You have to wait to see. But so basically, I did get a lot of stuff. I did get a lot of stuff on what I did buy. But yeah, so there's loads to be honest with you. So I could always go back, of course. But yeah, so we'll see. I tell you, a big fan of marshmallow, by the way. Is that the case? So let's give these an opening, shall we? Let's have a look. What should I? Yeah, they have various different sort of, I guess, ranges of chocolate. So this one's under the Dairy Fine brand. So they have a few Dairy Fine stuff. They have some like what it's called now. I do have them to hand somewhere else. But yeah, they have basically about 3 different sort of brands basically. And this is the Dairy Fine brand. So I think you've got like a sort of value tier, then a sort of Dairy Fine tier. I think you have a Chocolo one as well. So I think they have 4 actually. Dairy Fine, sort of the very value stuff. Dairy Fine, and a Chocolo I think it is, and then a sort of yeah, I forgot what it's called now. Yeah, they have another one as well. So yeah, so they have 4 different types of chocolate essentially. So it's a bit of a thingy one there. So you know, it's one of those really. Let's go back down. There we go. We'll go back down. Let's go down here. So let's have a look. Okay, right. So here we are. Let's have a see. The wivage around. Move that out of the way if we can. There we go. Right, so just increase the or decrease the colour one or the other. Let's have a look. Video. Okay, there we go. So it might be a bit less. I'm trying to move that wire out of it. It's the wire of the mouse, basically, in the way there you can see. Yeah. Okay, right. Okay, so there we go. Yes, there we are. Yeah, it's good to see you again, Shammy. It's good that you could make it. Yeah, don't worry, Scotty. I know your internet's a bit hit and miss. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? But never mind. You know, I'm sure you'll be fine. Are you out and about, by the way, Scotty? I think you said you were out and about. So. Right, so give these an open then. I don't think there's much more to say on them, by the way. I think the middling, the wrapper on this one, it's pretty much in the middle of the sort of the ones we've had so far. The Lidl, I think the Lidl one was the best actually, and Tesco was a bit terrible actually. I think It very much looks a bit, the wrapper was very underwhelming. Of course the wrapper isn't everything, but I quite like when the barcode goes all the way around. I don't know why, there's something about that. But yeah, glad you could both make it though. Sharon and Scotty, good you could both make it. It's a sunny day outside as well, so I think a lot of people might be out and about. But we'll see. Yeah, I've always wondered about that, Sharon. Yeah, it's one of those really. Yeah, I could do. It's just whether, you know, yeah, it's one of those I could do, just do a little, just a live chat one, couldn't I? Just go over different things and stuff like that. So maybe something to do, yeah. Just one of those where I'm just conscious of the fact, will it have enough ammunition to last a long time, you know, and stuff like this. But we'll see, yeah. It's a good idea, that, though. Just the state of chocolate generally. So there you go, you can see here, so we've got them all. You can see it's sort of a bit saturated with the colour, so apologies for that. But you can see here, you could easily fit, if I take this bar here, another one into the gap there. So if I lift it up, yeah, so you can see this is where the bar came from. And there's still a bit of gap there, so you could fit just over 7 bars in this basically. So it's a bit poor that, but there we go. Yeah, so there we are. So I think if the length of the actual bars, let's say roughly about 21 centimeters, 20.8, let's say. The actual length of the wrapper, about 26. So yeah, so yeah, about 5 centimeters there. Okay, all right. Let's have a look at this one's been a bit crushed. This one, so we'll. Could have been me on the way back. As I had quite a lot of chocolate in the bag, so can't quite blame Aldi. Now this one doesn't look quite as good. I think it's got the Dairy Fine logo. I don't think that's a great logo there. I think I would almost rather it said Aldi on it. I think they do. Do you have the Aldi logo on the packaging? No, they don't actually. Some of them they do, but these ones doesn't. Like the little ones have Lidl on it. This one doesn't. Yeah, it's not too bad. I miss it. I think Lidl definitely has the better one though. I think this is a better effort than the Tesco one though. I think the Tesco one was really poor. You know, yeah. No, I didn't get any meltage. I don't think. Feels okay. We'll soon find out, but it feels all right. There's a bit of flourishes going. You can see they are quite small, these bars, and each one's got 30 grams. I say a Mars bar's a bit bigger than these generally. Yeah, 38 grams. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's give it a bit of an open then. See what it looks like. I have to be careful about handling it today because it's quite warm. Feels alright so far. So it looks like a typical Mars bar. It's got that sort of ridge effect. It's quite nice. Tie tracks on the bottom. Looks okay. Looks alright. Let's give a bit of a measurement, shall we? So let's get the old calipers out. And why not? Okay, so at the bottom, it's about 7.5 centimetres. If we sort of measure a bit more higher up at the top. Well, it's a bit slanted actually, so it's probably going to work out. Yeah, it's 7.5. Okay, so it's melting a bit in my hands now, so I have to be careful. And then width is about 3 centimetres. And the height, it's got loads of ridges, so we'll just do it sort of about 2 centimetres in height. Although, if you don't do a ridge part, about 1.8. So there we go. Yeah, looks interesting. All right, Isaac. Good you can make it. Yeah, hope you're doing all right. How's Roblox going? Is it you in the Discord chat, by the way? I always play Roblox. Is it Lou So Nice or something like that? Is that you, Isaac? I feel like it is. But okay, yeah. So good you can make it though. Anyway, hope you're doing okay. Let's give us a bit of a chop then, shall we? Give it a bit of a chop. We'll chop it from the bottom. Okay. I think it's a bit more solid than most of the other ones, I think. Camera doesn't seem to be quite as runny. Is it going to focus in? So we can see it's trying to focus. Will it actually do it? You never know, it might. I need that whiteboard, don't I? I don't know where I put it. Yeah, so you can see it's roughly focused in actually there. There we go. Colours have gone a bit dimmed, but I think you get the gist. You can see it's quite a lot of caramel there. It doesn't look too runny. But it's kept its shape quite well though, unlike the other ones where the sort of like the caramel seems to collapse a bit and was held mainly in the chocolate. This one seems to have yeah, it looks okay. But that's pretty good, that. I'm quite impressed with that. Do we have a picture on the front to show what they look like? To an extent, let me just find it. See the upper one. Yeah, I think that's the wrong side. I think the one looked a bit better. Yeah, obviously there's a bit where the nugget's gone over. It's still not too dissimilar, I think. You'd say it's not quite as golden a caramel, but I think it's probably what you'd expect it to look like. It's cartoon, not too bad. Yes, not too bad, Isaac, not too bad. I thought it was you. Yeah, someone in the Discord chat who plays Roblox. I thought it was you, but yeah. Yes. Java Cake Donuts. No, I've not heard those, Sharon. They sound pretty nice. Yeah, are they in a specific shop or are they in everyone? Let's lift myself up then and give this a taste. They sound pretty nice, though, Sharon, actually. Jaffa Cake Donuts. I think they could work as well, you know. Yeah. What's you up to today, Isaac? Anything nice? I know you're often out and about. Hopefully, quite nice weather outside today. I think a lot of people might be out and about enjoying it. Right, okay, there we go. Right, so let's give this a taste then. So got the, yeah. So, you know, not expecting anything too radically different than a Mars bar, but the devil's in the details. Let's give it a taste. You see there, lots of caramel, so there's definitely a lot of caramel in here, and it's quite runny. Not bad. I mean, it's definitely now for me, by the way, Mars bars always taste better refrigerated. They just do, just one of those bars really. All right, caravan again. You see, yeah, you mentioned your caravan quite a bit. I always used to want a caravan when I was younger. So it'd be great to get away from my parents and stuff, just have your own little den and things like this. Yeah, it'd be quite nice, really. Not too bad. Are you going on your own, Isaac? Are you going with your family, or you mentioned a girlfriend as well? So yeah, hopefully, either way, I'm sure it'll be very nice. These are not too bad then. These ones. I think very caramely though. Got a lot of caramel in there. I think probably. I don't know if it's more than the others, but I think for me they're quite nice. I'm not sure if they're exactly the same as a Mars bar though. I feel like Mars bars have a bit of a slightly different taste, but I think they're actually maybe even better. I think I think they're very similar. Just something about them that's I think it's more caramel, less clogginess. I don't know. They just I say Mars bars for me are generally not a great experience eating them. Unrefrigerated. But these taste pretty nice actually. It's very hard for me to say for sure without a Mars bar next to me, but I don't know. I think as taste goes, I think they're really nice. I think they're definitely I think they're probably the nicest ones actually. Those ones than the Tesco one. I think the Tesco one was pretty accurate to a Mars bar. I think the other one was quite a slight bit off. I think these ones actually just taste better. I think they just have a really nice taste to them. Yeah, a really nice taste. Those I like those. I think they're pretty good. I would say I think they're better than an actual Mars bar, or at least I don't know. Yeah, I think they are somehow. I can't really tell you why. I think they're just less cloggy. Have a little bit less. I don't know, just something a bit smoother about them. They're just a bit more enjoyable to have. Just a smoother consistency, I think that's the gist of it. Yeah. See, okay, yeah, with your mum, yeah. Not too bad then. That's not too bad. Get out and enjoy the weather as well there, Isaac. So pretty good there. Yeah. Yeah, I will be doing some more Sham. Yes, I will be getting some more at some point. Yeah, I've just got to. They're quite expensive, really. That's the problem that puts me off them. So I need to make sure I review them if I buy them, basically. Fish and chips in the caravan, Isaac. Why not? Yeah, why not? That's a good day for it as well. Yeah, enjoy it in the sun. Hi, Joe. How are you doing? Good to see you. Oh, great to see you. Yes. Yeah, having a good Saturday so far. Thank you. How are you? Are you having a good time? Yeah. Weather here is beautiful. But perhaps not quite on comparatively, we say this every week, but perhaps not quite as high standards as Brazilian weather. But it is really nice actually. It's not too hot to do these reviews, but it's getting there. So luckily, just about okay. But yeah, these ones really nice. Very just saying these Titan bars, Joe. Very basically Aldi's equivalent of a Mars bar. Very nice. I think they actually taste better. I think they're just smoother, got a nice consistency. Just nicer bar, I think. And I say Mars bars don't generally work unrefrigerated for me. I don't really like the taste as much, but these ones I think they do. I'd say they're going to blaze sorts off. They're still generally a Mars bar. But I think they're definitely on the upper end of the above average steaks. I think they're not really quite 3.5. I think a 4 out of 5, those ones. Yeah, I quite enjoy that. Now, could be first chocolate syndrome. We have to remember this. I forgot to mention that. Basically, the first chocolate you have, this is my first chocolate of the day. could well be amazingly nice because, or nicer than you'd expect because of the fact you've not had anything else to eat chocolate-wise yet. And it's a bit difficult one because, of course, you have last chocolate syndrome as well, where you're sick of them. By that point, you know, I don't know what the perfect way to stop that being a thing is. You know, and I've got to bear in mind that I can only eat so much a day as well. You know what I mean? So I've got to be careful. So there is that chance. Could be that. So we have to bear that in mind. So. Maybe I'll taste it a bit later on and see what I think, but yeah, so, you know, bear that in mind, but I still think it'd be at least a 3.5 out of 5, so not too bad. Yeah. And hi, Rick, how you doing? Good to see you. Yes, good to see you. Yeah, and yes, I do like Ben & Jerry's Sham. I love Ben & Jerry's, actually. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, how many Mars bars, not your sauce, are going to be trying? Well, we'll see, Chocolate, we'll see. Yeah. Ben & Jerry's are very nice, yes. Were you in the Stash Watch this Wednesday? There's another Rick. I think it might have been Rick C. I'm not sure, and I think I thought it was you. I'm not sure, but I asked him about something about Canada, and he didn't reply. I don't think, or I missed it. Yeah, so it's one of those. Yeah, so you prefer Haagen-Dazs, do you, Andrew? A bit controversial there. A bit controversial. I'm not sure about that. I like the ones with the stuff full of things, really full of stuff. Yeah, I like I mean, I think the strawberry cheesecake one of Haagen-Dazs I don't mind, and they did a cookie dough one which I didn't mind. But generally, I really prefer Ben & Jerry's. I just love, you know, some of them are not as good as others, but some of them, ones where they're on the ball are really nice. I love them, love them. Are you a fan, Sham? You didn't mention. Yeah, honestly, but yeah. Baskin Robbins. I'm not even heard of that before, Rick. Though, by the way, Baskin's that another ice cream? Yeah, I've not heard of that. Okay, sounds an interesting one. Yeah. I have to look into that. I'll try and remember that. So yeah, I'll try and remember. Well, obviously, its problem is I can't review that here. I don't think ever because, as I say, you can't really import ice cream. It's very difficult. But yeah, they are pricey, Rick. Yeah, if you get them on offer, so like roughly half price, that's the time to get it. That's the time to get it. Yeah. Maybe one day, Andrew. Maybe one day, and I hope you don't miss it when they do it, Andrew. I really do. I hope they, you know, as in bad, someone else tells you about it first. It'd be just typical that. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah. Honestly. Right. So I'll tell you what we'll go on to next. I think we'll go on to their equivalent of Snickers or race and marathon. Basically, back when I was younger in the 80s, Snickers were called marathons. So obviously, they tend to play on it in these. Knockoffs of Snickers. They always call it something like that. I think the Tesco and Little one had something similar. I think. Yeah. So there we go. 31 flavours, Rick. Wow, crikey, Bob. I know Ben & Jerry's and Co have quite a lot, but I don't know if they have 31. But wow, it's not bad at all. Yeah, and they just sell them in supermarkets, do they? BaskinRobbins.com. I'll try and check that out, Rick. I will try and check that out. So I can't do it now, but yes. I'll try to remember that, yeah. Right, so there we go, yes. So 6 bars, Dairy Fine again. So it's their sort of, I don't know, one of their brands they do in. I mean, I don't know if it's an actual Aldi brand. It doesn't mention Aldi on the back, but I guess they do sell at Aldi, so I don't know whether they could technically sell elsewhere. I don't know. In the shops, okay, yeah, in the shops. In like, presumably in cartons and things, Rick, not in like a scoop or scoops and stuff. You know, it's actually bought in tubs and stuff like that. Oh, very nice there. 31 flavours. Wow, that sounds very nice. Yeah. Oh, I'd like that. Okay, so got the racer ones here. So basically they're equivalent to marathons or Snickers, as people most likely know them about these days. 6 bars, individual wrap. Same shenanigans again. Yeah, so what's the description there? Caramel soft nougat with roasted peanuts coated in milk chocolate. There we go. Milk chocolate 35%. It's got, has it got palm oil in it? Probably does. Caramel 27% it says. Yeah, palm fat. About there, can't quite see where my finger is. There we go. Yes, milk chocolate contains cocoa sauce 27% minimum, milk solids 14% minimum. What was the other one? I think it's probably the same on the Titan bars. The bar sticking to it via static there. To go over it just in case I forgot. Milk chocolate contains 27% minimum cocoa solids, 14% minimum milk solids. Yeah, 14, 27. So I think it's the same. I imagine it's the same. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Ah, scoops and cones. Yeah. Ah, so only is it? Did he sell only in scoops and cones? Then I take it. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, chocolate. They are quite similar. Chocolate. They're similar, but there is a slight difference basically. And I found that the Tesco ones were, on the whole, the best ones so far. The little ones had a bit of a funny taste to them. I thought they'd just be all made by the same people, but there's a slight difference. And the Twixes from Lidl were noticeably poor, really, or poor, not as good. They had like the biscuit in them was distinctly like just a regular biscuit that they put into Twix basically. Yeah, so it wasn't a distinct biscuit that you get in Twix essentially. But you're right, they're not a million miles away from each other. You're right. I mean, yeah, I think that's always going to be the case. I think, but you're right. I think you're going to generally not going to be too disappointed. But as I say, I think the Lidl Twix was definitely a standout. So it's one of those really. Yeah, so you're a fan of Aldi, are you, Isaac? Yes. Let's have a look. So per 100 grams, 6 bars, so 503 calories, so a bit more on the, still on the lower end of the 500 to 550 scale. 27 grams of fat, 12 which are saturates. The Mars bar one, as I say, were 450, 460, so yeah, for the equivalents. Per bar, 38 grams, 191 calories, 10 grams of fat, 4.4 of which are saturates. There we go. So not much more to say. I don't think there's any suitable for vegetarians type symbol. I don't think there was on the other one actually, so yeah. Can't see anything obvious saying it's suitable for vegetarians. So presumably they're not, but yeah, there we go. So I'll look myself down. MSG is delicious. That monosodium glutamate, do you mean? Okay. Right. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes. Yeah, so in the scoops, right? Okay, I get you. We do have some. Yeah, we do have similar shops here, I guess, where they're sort of. I don't think we have the Ben and Jerry's shops. We have tend to just be selling actual Ben and Jerry tubs, and you can put them into scoops and things, into like pots and stuff like that. But they're generally kind of just the flavors they have. But yeah, we do have sort of like these. I don't think we have sort of. An actual sort of brandy, well, an actual shop that's like nationwide or whatever that sells ice cream in tubs that you can get scoops. I guess Thornton's did do it, but I think they've closed their shops now because of what's been going on. I don't think we have, but there are sort of what's it called, independent shops to have all lots of different flavors and stuff. Yeah, so there we go. But yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I should go into them more, really. They should go into them more, yeah. Okay, so they're not too bad. It's got this weird figure of 8 thing, a bit like a track, maybe, on the background. Could be like that. Also, it's got the Dairy Fine logo. Yes, let's see. Yeah, I'll say, okay, yeah. Tricks your brains getting all stinks, we're getting more needs. Well, did you say that's about something in them? Well, to be honest with you, Andrew, I think well, I might be wrong. I know there's that ingredient in low-calorie drinks where they basically, because it has a sort of fake sugar in it, that sort of tastes, because your body, when it has sugar, it thinks it's going to receive calories and isn't, meaning it makes you hungry and expecting food. But if you don't eat anything, then you're fine. As far as so I think MSG though, isn't just a flavouring, isn't it just like a? Because the problem with it, isn't it, just that it's bad for people who aren't into sort of have a gluten intolerance or whatever. Yeah, because I think I could be wrong, as I say, but I think it's the artificial sugar has that problem. Basically, I think MSG is a bit just like essentially. I think it's just a condiment. I think really, I think it's got a bad reputation and it doesn't really deserve one. I think MSG, from what I heard about it anyway, but. No expert. Yeah, so here we go. So we've got 6 bars here. So because again, it's the same difference. We can fit another one in. So you could definitely fit maybe a bit more this time. We can at least fit 7 and a bit, 7.5 maybe. It's the same problem. I guess it's the same measurements as well, but we'll do it just in case as the Mars one. About 20 centimetres of chocolate this time. And the wrapper, about 26. Yes. Horrid Henry. I've never seen that actually, Sharon. Yes, but hope it was good. Hope you enjoyed it. Go to Marks and Spencer, are you, Isaac? What are you going to buy? Anything nice? I know you mentioned there's quite a few things you like from there, so yes. You can see there's a bit of flourishes going. I'm not going to really penalise the flourishes on these, by the way, because basically they're sort of quite tightly wrapped in the pack, with the flourishes not really causing any exaggeration, so I'm not really too worried about those. Okay, let's give it an open then. Nice, yes. There we go. So it does look a bit, it's got those sort of ridges, a slightly different ridge than the Mars one, I think. Similar-ish, though, similar-ish. Going to be about the same dimensions, I reckon, but we'll give it a go. Let's see. About 7.5 again. And the width, 3.1. And the height, 1.6. There we go. Yeah, not too bad. But there's a bit few ridges again. So if you get it on the ridge or whatever, the height is 1.8. So about 2 millimeters. But yeah, a bit melty today, as I say. We are getting into melty time. So just we're just about okay, basically. If any warmer, I might have had to can. I might have to do sort of like biscuity type ones, you know, rather than chocolatey ones. Yeah, as a gist of it. Yeah, I was going to say, Joe, I bet you'd know. I was about to ask you actually, but I didn't want to put pressure on you again. But yeah, MSG, monosodium glutamate, isn't it? It's the flavouring enhancer, like salt and pepper, isn't it? It's not actually, I think it's actually not really bad for you. It's not bad for you, it's just got a bad reputation, I think, because of the internet and people being intolerant of gluten and stuff like this. I don't think there's actually a problem with it. I think it's the aspartame, isn't it, which is basically what they put into Pepsi Max and Coke, Diet Coke and stuff to make it have like a sugary taste. But because your body thinks it's getting sugar, it makes you hungry, which then makes you eat stuff. As long as you don't eat anything, you're fine, basically. But a lot of people have no self-control and just eat, you know. And it's well, you know, it's difficult, but that's the problem with it. Yeah. No worries, Joe. No worries. Well, no worries at all. I didn't. Yes, I didn't. Yeah, don't worry. I didn't want to put it all on you anyway. But yes, I hadn't asked at that point. But I was thinking I should perhaps ask you because you know. Are you pretty much a nutritionist, Joe? Yeah, aspartame, yes, yeah. Is it right? So it's the same thing, is it? Okay. I thought they were kind of working a bit. I thought, oh, maybe they do then. So maybe, yeah. I thought aspartame, sort of whatever it's called, doesn't that trick you into? Because it's, well, I guess it's because you're having it in no calorie food, isn't it? That's the difference. If you had MSG in no calorie food, then it worked the same way, wouldn't it? I guess because aspartame is used to make non-sweet drinks taste sweet. I guess that's why. So I guess, yeah. So I guess it's the same difference, really. It's just what you have it in. Yeah. So okay. Mind you, you could probably say about anything then, couldn't you? Really? Yeah. So I think it's the context that's important. Yeah. So there we go. I think I'm no expert. I'm saying all this. I'm no expert at all. I mean, please don't take anything that I say as a. Yeah. So let's give this a bit of a chop. Let's see. Yeah. Sorry, Shan. I was about to read what you said then, but you've removed it. But okay, let's give this a bit of a chop. Right, so there we go. So similar again before. I think they've got a good amount of caramel. Can't think of the word there. You can see there's still some that's not been de-shelled or whatever. You can see there. That was the case with the Tesco ones as well. Got sort of like in the nougat. Got sort of different nougat. Got seems to have speckled bits in there. In the probably isn't quite as much. Well, maybe. Don't know. The peanut ones in the Tesco one seem to be quite full. Yeah, quite a lot of caramel. I think the others did have quite a lot of caramel as well, though, because essentially to fit the peanuts in. Not too bad. Hope you're doing all right, Andrew, by the way. Not seen you much recently, so hope you're doing all right. Guess you're doing all those petitions for Fries 5 centres. Maybe that's what it is, you know. As I say, get that online petition going. I think you've definitely got the passion for it. But yes, so there we go. Looks quite interesting. I think I'm quite interested in the nougat. I think it looks quite tasty there. Got something about it that's a bit different. And so I think the does look to have quite a lot of. I think basically their Mars bar, this one we had before, had quite a big layer of caramel in it. And this one's perhaps not quite showing it off as well as the other half did. Yeah, so, you know, but I think this one's got about the same as the other ones did. It's not got extra caramel in. So we'll give it a taste. Let's lift myself up. And why not? Yeah, why not? And why not? Okay, I'll just make the camera. Right, okay. Yeah, that's a nice one. So, oh yes, you're very much into peanuts, aren't you, Joe? I forgot about that. Yeah, I did. By the way, I've got another their equivalent of those big taste bars as well that we reviewed last time. They only had the hazelnut one and the peanut one again. The one that I sort of should have raised, I gave it a bit of a lower mark than I should have done. So I need so basically, yeah, but that's the review as well, the whole nut ones, so the interesting ones. Sham, yes, that's what you said. I saw the looking forward to that, Sham. Are you going to be voting on it? I don't know which people have said what they are. I think there's a banoffee one, which definitely has perked my interest. Okay, so give this one a taste. Yeah, that's a good one. So let's do it. I like Snickers because I like the nougat for some reason. It has a bit of a distinct taste, and this one's got it as well. I think this one distinctly tastes very similar, if not the same as a Snickers. Yeah, not bad at all, this. And the peanuts have got quite a salty taste to them, though. The peanuts do taste a bit more salty than regular Snickers and the other ones we've had. This isn't too bad, actually, this one. Let's say that depends what you think about the peanuts, basically. The peanuts, as I say, have got a distinct salty taste to them, which I actually quite like. Gives the peanuts a bit of extra flavour, really. Sort of like generic, sort of general unflavoured peanuts. I'm not a big fan of, really, and it's always been a sort of maybe the sides of these sort of peanut bars that I've not quite liked as much. I'm just going to have a drink. Speaking of aspartame, there we go, Pepsi Max. Yeah, so that's always been the weak points of peanuts for me. If they're not flavoured, I generally don't quite like them as much, and sometimes the rest of the bar carries the peanuts for me. But this one, because of it's salty, actually really works for me. It really does. Yeah. Don't worry, Isaac. Don't worry. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed the tier list, Shah. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, not too bad at all. Glad you enjoyed it. It was a good one, actually. I thought it was quite an interesting one. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. So did you agree with it, by the way? Hope you did. So yeah, so not too bad, this one. I think it was quite good. I think the peanuts is not bad at all. Hi John, how are you doing? Yes, it's very tasty, actually, this one. I like it. It's I think the fact that it's got that salty taste improves it on the actual Snickers, maybe. Just gives it a bit more of an interest. It's only slight, though. So I do have all these like little nuances that make them slightly different, and I think this isn't too bad. I don't know what Snickers would be normally, to be honest with you. I can't quite remember. I think it would be normally about a 4, maybe. I mean, this one's yeah. Oh, good to hear. Yeah, good to hear, John. Glad you're doing okay. Yeah, not yeah. Basically, we've done a review of the sort of Mars equivalent from Aldi. We're doing the Snickers equivalent at the moment. Not too bad, this one. I think I struggle to say it's much better or much different than the regular Snickers, but as I say, that little salty taste of the peanuts is pretty nice, actually. Yeah, I think this makes them a bit more interesting, a bit better. So again, I think the Mars bar I think has been better than the actual Mars bar, and I think the Snickers perhaps is as well. I mean, only talking very small margins here, but nonetheless, for a bar that you'd expect to be the same or worse, to actually have it better, I think is good. So I think for me, yes, it's a good 4 out of 5. Could argue it's a 4.5. I do quite like Snickers, really. But I think it's more when they're refrigerated, you know. Yeah. It's not bad. I'm tempted to almost go to 4.5 for this one, but I think I might be overdoing it. I don't know, but yeah, I shouldn't really do it. But let's just have another bite. Let's see. There's something about a Snickers that's very substantial, and I like it. And I like it when it's refrigerated as well, but it gives you even more of a chew. You know what? For a second chocolate syndrome, maybe, I don't know, but I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to say 4.5. Actually, I'm going to bump it up. I think Snickers has just got something to it that I actually quite like, and I'm not really a peanut fan generally, but I don't know. And this one just, as I say, has the extra flavour in it. I'm gonna go for it. Not bad at all, that. Moritz icy chocolate cups and squares. Let's see. I'm not sure, Rick, to be honest with you. I mean, it sounds familiar, but yeah, it might just be, you know, around Christmas. Let's see. Okay, no, well, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Yeah, well, I'll have a look around Christmas time. And we might do, basically, is the gist of it. But I don't specifically remember them. And they're quite nice, aren't they? Yeah, I've got poppets. Possibly there's a new one coming out. Poppets hasn't the sham like. Is it a mixed bag one? I think there's salted caramel as well. And I've got some orange ones to do as well. So I do have some in the backlog. So hopefully I'll get there at some point. Yes. All year round Christmas shop. No, have you, Isaac? I didn't even know there was one. Well, I think it's almost getting like that, isn't it, in most places? But yeah. No, very impressed with that. Very impressed. Very impressed. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Is yeah. Let's see. I don't know. Okay. There we go. Right, had a feeling, but there we go. Got him. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. Have a look. Yeah. Thanks, Rick. I'll have to. Oh yes, I'll have to look into these things. It's oh dear. Yeah, I'll have to look into these things. Very difficult to. It's just. Oof, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to notice some of these chocolates because there's so many of them, and I found you really have to really look in the aisle sometimes to notice some things. You can easily miss things actually. You know, I found you have to actually. Well, for me, I have to go back 2 or 3 times just to check I get everything. Tesco Value Revels. Ah, okay. Yeah, I need to get those, Andrew. I really do. I think I saw them on the Asda website, but I didn't see them in the Asda store, so I don't know if they've got them in my local one. I was looking out for them. They look great. Yeah, Tesco Value Revels. I don't think I've even had Tesco. I didn't see Tesco Value Revels anyway. I did see though in Aldi. I did see some. I'll show you on Stash Watch. I did get some other surprising own brand stuff that I didn't think we'd see. So not too bad. Yeah. No, I'm glad you're enjoying Roblox, Isaac. I say if you yeah, well, if you ever come to the Discord chat, there's another guy who plays it, so you could perhaps chat to him as well. Yes, let's see. In Discord, it was originally focused around gaming, so it does tell you what people are playing when they're playing it, so it's an interesting one. So, you know, yeah, it's one of those. Yeah. Right, okay, so let's have a look. So we've got a couple of others now, so I think, well, we've got to do the equivalent of, yeah, Milky Ways, haven't we? Here we go. Treat size Dreamies, there we go. Dreamies with 2 E's. Okay. 16 bars, individually wrapped apparently, there we go. So it's clearly Milky Ways, I think you'd say. Dairy Fine again. Yes. Not too bad. Light whipped nugget. I can never say it at the moment. Nougat is what I want to say. There we go. Covered in milk chocolate, there we go. Milk chocolate 39%. Yeah, what else we got in there? Milk chocolate contains cocoa size 27% minimum, milk size 14% minimum. Suitable for vegetarians, it says on this one. I didn't see that in the others. I does say actually, I mentioned before they weren't suitable for vegetarians, but you can see it says they're suitable for vegetarians. That's the Mars bars. And I think the, presumably the, yeah, and also the, what are they called, the racer bars. And they're suitable vegetarians as well, wherever it says it. What does it say? Yeah, I think you can see just under the pink writing there. There we go. So they are all suitable vegetarians. I said they possibly weren't before, but they are. So there we go. Yeah. PUBG. Yeah, see. Yeah, I was always tempted to buy those, but it's just time for those. You need to really get into them, don't you? Keep playing PUBG. What's your one called? What it's called now? What are they called? What's it called? The other battle royale game. I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, yes. Yeah, I've been telling you know. Yeah, it's just time. It's time. Yeah. Sounds like cat food. What does Dreamy? It does. You're right. Exactly. Yeah, that's it, Andrew. You're right. It does. There is a cat food called Dreamies, isn't there? Australian Cadbury's roses. They do, Tom. Hi, good to see you, by the way. You're right, they do. They do look really good. I need to get those imported, I think, because they look like they've got so many different, interesting flavours. Yeah, I was really surprised. I'm surprised generally at the Australian Cadbury's lineup. But those roses sound superb. Yeah, I mean, I can't quite remember what they are off the top of my head, but they do sound fabulous. It's such a random assortment of flavours. Yeah, I really want to try and get them, actually. But they do look amazing. Okay, so we've got these ones. Yeah, these ones actually do have Aldi written on the back. So before I was talking about whether the companies were specifically, well, I mean, especially produced for Aldi anyway, I think we could safely say. But they didn't have the Aldi logo on the back, but this one does. So there we go. Whatever it is. It's got Rainforest Alliance on as well. There we are. Make of that what you will, but it does. You know the drill by now. We're not sure. Sometimes it means that they perhaps just offset what they buy, which is not the point really. Okay, well, I've got calorie wise. There we go. Yeah, white milk dark wares. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Tom. Real shame. Real shame. I don't know why. It's just bizarre the way the Australian Cadbury's are so different and so much more interesting. I hope our Cadbury. Well, I think our Cadbury's getting a bit of wind of it. You know. Yeah. You mean a review of it? Do you mean, Sham? Yes, I think he means a review of it. Yeah. Yes. Hopefully. Hopefully I will do. Yeah. Hopefully I will do. It's definitely something I'd like to do. So yeah. So watch this space. I think you could safely say. Right, packages box 100 grams. Well, 16 servings rather. Per 100 grams, 454 calories. So on the lower end of the below the 500 to 550 range for sure. 60 grams of fat, 9.5 which are saturates. And per bar, 16 grams, 73 calories, 2.6 grams of fat, 1.5 of which are saturates. Sorry for the saturated look there. It's just light reflecting on it. I'm trying to get it there, but there we go. Oh dear God. Ah yes. Oh dear Andrew, dear me Andrew. Yes. It's a good point. No, it's a good point. Okay, so that's I'll keep it as it is for the moment. The colour seems to be okay for the moment. So there we are. Mint chocolate, no chocolate orange. What might do that, Shine? It could be a good one to do that, but it's just which chocolates really. Yeah, good one to do though. Good point. Just do different ones to see which ones are the best. But I think for me, I generally prefer orange. That's the problem. So it might be one of those where, yeah, it's predetermined, unfortunately. But it's a good idea though. But yeah, I think I probably will always prefer the orange though. That's the problem. It might be a bit unfair. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I've still got the tier list that you mentioned to do, the pick and mix one. I still do intend to do that one. I almost did it this week actually, but well, yeah, I just didn't basically. But I do intend to do it. Okay, so I've got to open these probably a bit like a crisp packet. Might be able to open it different ways. But yeah, let's see. If I can. I try not to damage them too much because I like to send them off to someone who collects them, but unfortunately rip these a bit. Okay, so first of all we'll check if there is 16. Let's have a check. Let's do it into, let's say 16 meters. So we'll do it into rows of 8, presumably. That should be good. A little bit of a strange, I don't know if it's coming from these or not. It's got a strange whiff of something like paint or something, but I don't know if it's not these. But there we go, yeah, so there is 16 in there. It's not bad. They're quite small. They are very small, these ones, has to be said. So that's why there's fewer calories in them than normal. But yeah, 16, so there we go. So I'll move a few of these out of the way now. We can work with what we have easier. So there we go. Honestly. Yeah, see. Do you feel sick after? Yeah, well, that's the problem, Sham. It can be a bit difficult. Yeah, you have to be careful, you know. So I'm trying to not eat the whole bar and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, but sometimes you have to be careful. That's the problem with last chocolate syndrome, like I was saying before. You get a bit sick of them by the end of it. So yeah, you're trying to, yeah. Now, these are very small, these ones. I mean, I can't really actually hold the flourishes against it because you don't see them. But, you know, yeah, I imagine it would take up a lot less of the pack. So I'll give it an open. And the wrapper though looks quite nice. I think the Dairy Fine logo is a bit of the letdown here. It just doesn't really look that great, does it? It does bring down the bar. And as Andrew says, it does sound like cat food. In the UK, we have a cat food called Dreamies, I think, or whatever. So it does sound a bit. It's not great a name. I don't know why it's 2E's either. That might be because of the cat food. I don't know. But there we go. But there's no cat on it, so you know. Sure people won't get confused and give this to cats, hopefully not. Or the other way around, which would be even worse. Okay, so yeah. Right, so let's give this a bit of the old measuring. It's got a bit of a pattern on top. Not too bad, it's a bit like the Milky Way magic star type shape. I don't know if Milky Ways have got that logo on, that look on top, they might have. Looks okay. Tie tracks on the bottom. Yeah, the mint. Well, still got I think the orange one of the orange ones to do, Sham. But yeah, hopefully soon. I've just got such a backlog unfortunately. But might be doing them soon because with it being hot weather, I might do some more biscuit ones. Yeah, so hopefully soon. Just got so much to do. It's ridiculous actually. I've got over 100 things to review, I think, in the backlog. It's about 5 centimeters there, if not more. Actually, quite scary, really. And I can only do about 5 a week, so yeah. Then about 1.9 centimeters in height. There we go. Did I do the width? I can't remember now. Yeah, about 5 centimeters in length. Height, about 1.8, 1.9, wasn't it? Depending on where you did it. Yeah. The width, a bit melted this one. 2.4. Okay, right. Some handy cloth just to wipe my hands. It's getting melty today now. Right, okay, so let's give this a bit of a chop. No, it's not the last one. No, we got turned out how far we do. What we like for time? We do for time. We're over an hour in, aren't we? Yeah, got a couple more to do. I'd like one of those mini Chicago Town pizzas, whatever they are, sharing for lunch. Just a mini one because I won't have too much. There we go. So yes, yeah, I got a couple more, Andrew. Got a couple more basically. Is the gist of it. Let's see if this will zoom in a bit better. This is a bit of an off-white colour. I'm trying to might be focusing on this calipers there. No, it doesn't focus in sometimes. There we go. Focus. Oh dear, I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't want to do. It might be my hand, you see, or something. I'm not sure, but okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it doesn't really want to focus this time on this. I don't know why. I don't know how to force it to focus either, really. It's a bit frustrating. Yeah, oh well. I have to just see it from a distance, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't like to focus, does it? I'll try the other half, see if that works any better. There we go, that's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, just wanted the other half, I think. You see, it's like a bit, as I say, very white, but it's a bit of an off-white colour. You might not be able to quite tell. As I say, it's a bit hard to... There we go, I think that's better, actually. You see the whiteness of it there, that white colour. You can see the difference between the plate and that. Yeah, not focus, yeah. Yes, there we go. Yeah, no cakes today. I don't think there aren't. Sharon, no cakes today. Yeah, but there we go. Yes, so you can see there, it's got a bit of an off-white colour to it. Not too bad. Yeah, it looks pretty much very similar to the one we had last week. I think the Tesco one. Not really sure why. I think my camera's just obviously it's just the white. I think just oversaturates everything. See if I can do it here now and see if it's a bit more accurate without the plate and stuff. There you go. That's a bit better, isn't it? There you are. Because it's got that sort of caramelly, creamy colour to it. Almost beige, I guess, almost. Got some bits in it as well, you can see. This looks to be, I don't think it's just from where I've cut it down. Maybe it is, but I don't know. Might be, actually. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Let's give it a taste then. I think the we had last week, the Tesco Milky Way one, I don't think tasted quite as good as a regular Milky Way. Let's have a look. Right, okay, there you are. Okay, right, let's give it half of it a taste. Let's see. Let's do it. I quite like Milky Ways. The ones that taste quite nice when you come to have them. This one's not bad actually. It does taste like a Milky Way. I mean the let's say the Tesco one. Maybe the little one. I can't remember. Did we do a little one? Didn't sort of taste as good. Yeah. This one tastes pretty good actually. Yeah. I think again they've nailed this one, yeah. And it tastes pretty much like a Milky Way should. Yeah. I'm not sure, Sham, actually, I'm not too sure. Not too sure. What about you? You having anything nice? But not too bad. I think this one's it's not like you know, it's a pretty Milky Way is quite a standard bar generally. I mean, but this one I quite like it when you have it. I never really got my way to have it, but when I have it in celebrations or something, I was like, oh, it's quite nice actually. This and it's not bad. Yeah. Maybe one day, Andrew. Maybe for the 2,000 subscriber special, I might do that. Yes, yeah. Maybe I'll do, as you say, maybe over time, because I did the special reaction video to my first video. Maybe I'll do a reaction to my reaction, and then over time the celebrations, I'll keep doing. I'll do one every time. Honestly, that would be quite amusing. Yeah, honestly. This isn't bad, this one, actually. I'm quite impressed with these range of bars. The Mars bar one, we're talking very small margins here, but was better than, I think, an actual Mars bar, and better than the others for this, these dairy fine ones. And the Snickers one, because of the sort of salty taste to the peanuts, I think tasted better than the regular Snickers as well. And I think this one, there's not much room really to improve on a regular Milky Way, but I think it tastes just as good. I think Milky Way is amazing, but there's something quite nice about it when you do have it that's quite tasty. You just feel, yeah, it's actually quite nice, this, even though you don't really have it, and you probably won't really pick it again, but when you have it, it's not too bad. So I think I'm probably going to say, what would I rate? What would I give a number? I'd say Milky Way, by the way, you might have seen in the week I reviewed a Milky Way salted caramel. That was the US one, by the way. So the Milky Way here, as you've seen, is sort of more of a fluffy centre. It's not basically a Mars bar. The US Milky Way is a Mars bar, essentially. Maybe the Canadian one as well. I'm not sure if that's the case, Rick, but I'm sure it's made in Canada on the wrapper, actually, of the one I reviewed this week. Yeah, so in this one, probably, I don't think I can really give a Milky Way 4, but it is nice, but it's just no wow factor to it, really, and so it's quite a bit plain, but it is nice to have. But this one's definitely as good. I don't know if it's better particularly, but I don't think there's much room to be better without changing the bar. But it's definitely not worse, unlike the other ones I've had, which didn't quite taste as good. So yeah, I think this one's a 3.5 out of 5. I think it's a high 3.5, a low 4. I'm gonna go for a 3.5. Really, I don't think the Milky Way UK one is perhaps a 4, even though it is nice. I just think it's a bit as nice as it is. It also is a bit mundane. I don't know why. It's got a funny combination of those two, so I don't think it's quite a 4, but it's still nice, and this one's definitely as good. Yeah, really impressed. Really impressed. What do you think next week, Lively? Well, I do the votes out, Sharon. I was saying at the start, so I usually have been sort of putting them out to the vote, basically. So if you click the bell icon on the channel, or if you check out the community tab, I think it is, you can see different posts I'm making. There'll be various polls out there, so I'll put one out there at some point during the week. So yeah. Hi, Scotty. Did you have a good time? Did you find anything nice? Right, so you've got a couple more to go. We'll save that one to the last section. We'll do these one. You know what's coming next, don't you? I'm sure you do. It's their equivalent of Twix, called Jive. So you've seen the gist of it. These are the sort of 4 main ones. Usually, I think maybe Lidl didn't have the Milky Ways, actually thinking on, but usually it's these 4. It's the Twix, the Mars, the Snickers, and the Milky Way, the one they do the knockoff versions of. Now this is one usually is the hardest to do because the biscuit really has a prominent taste, and if it has any kind of taste that's not quite normal, this is one where it'll be caught out, basically. Yeah, so probably got about maybe another let's see, another 1 or 2 after this, basically, Isaac. Yeah, so another 1 or 2 after this one. Yeah, so there we go. So probably about 20 minutes more, maybe. Yes, there we go. Twin packs, 5 individuals. So it's got 5 again, which is the usual amount. They're usually a bit bigger, these ones. UTZ certified. Cocoa. Doesn't have the Rainforest Alliance on it this time. Basically, Twix is a 2-fingered bar. You can see it's pretty much what it says here. Biscuit and caramel covered with milk chocolate and 2 fingers, which you can see there. That's basically what a Twix is. There we go. Yeah, do you think you'll make it to the end, Isaac, or you needing to go for the caravan? Remember you said you had to go. Don't worry if you have to go, Isaac. It's no problem. Don't feel, I understand. Milk chocolate, 36%. Does it have... well, it's got caramel, 33%. Does it have palm oil in there? Yes, palm fat. There we go. Palm fat. Yeah, so milk solids, milk chocolate contains cocoa solids 27% minimum, milk solids 14% minimum. So that's the same on all the others, I think, pretty much. It's got the Aldi logo there. Especially produced for them. If you're not entirely satisfied, get in touch. And you get a refund. Does it say suitable vegetarians on this one? Did on the others, but I was expecting it to say it quite prominently, but it doesn't seem to this time. This one doesn't seem to say. Oh, yes, it does. It's just in a different. I wish it'd be more consistent. That's one annoying thing. Suitable vegetarians up there. There we go. Yeah, see, honestly. Oh, yeah, so let's have a look. Yeah, so 210 gram in total, 5 times 42. Okay, so energy 463 calories per 100 grams, so just it was pretty well below the 500 to 550 threshold that's normally the case. And then fat, 23 grams of fat, 13 of which are saturates. There we go, that's per 100 grams. So then per twin bar, 194 calories, 9.7 grams of fat, 5.5 of which are saturates. So there we go. Right, and Jive as well, as I say. It's a bit of a funny name, but I guess they all are really. I guess it's a 4-lettered name, isn't it? So it just comes out that way. So there you go. No, thank you, Isaac. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying them. Glad you could come, by the way. As I say, it's great that you can come. And I know you can't stay for the whole thing sometimes. So don't worry, it's no problem. Have a catch up on catch up, or I'll see you next time if you need to go. So don't worry. But if you do need to go, I hope you enjoy your chippy. Enjoy your time in the caravan as well. So packaging looks alright. Let's go down then and have a look at the rest of it. Let's see. It's gone a bit too far this time. There we go. That's about right. There we go. Okay. Right, there we are. So let's have a look. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's have a look then. So, there we go. Yeah, it looks pretty good, that, doesn't it? It looks quite nice. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, that, really. Yeah. Not too bad. Quite impressed with that. Yeah. Yeah, no, Cham, I don't contact people like that there, no. It's just there for the sort of community chats and things, so yeah. So, no, I won't be doing things like that, unfortunately. But yeah. I don't even think I can anyway. I don't think I've got the mic set up and stuff for it at the time, so yeah, but there we go. But no, I don't do that in, yeah. I know that's the problem, Rick. That's the problem. I mean, I don't know why they only. I mean, there's some bars that they don't do knockoffs of, but these ones that are always ones they do. I don't know if it's just because they're like ready salted crisps or whatever. I'm not sure, you know, as in like they're just a standard, typical affair. But yeah, you're right. They are. I don't know whether they're just not trademarked. You know, because I never see them do knockoffs of. I don't know, more particular bars. You know, let's say a double decker or something like that. I don't know, a Whisper or something. But they do. I've seen them do knockoffs of Aeros as well, which actually have. That's another one they commonly do. But I've got them to review. They do lots of different types of those, so I've got a different section for them basically. But it is a bit, yeah. But it is a bit weird though. You know, I must say. I mean, it is a bit odd. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it really. You know. All right, nice one, nice. Yeah, we'll have a good one. Yeah, stay safe yourself. Have a great evening. No worries at all. I understand. You have a good time. The question, it's a good one, Andrew. Yes, you'd definitely be good in that shine, has to be said. Oh, honestly. Yes. You're on fire with the jokes today, Andrew. You're doing pretty good there. But yeah, there we go. So I think this looks pretty nice. You know, it looks pretty nice. I might have that, you know, Scotty. I might have that. I did grab one. I didn't put two and two together that it was a Toffee Crisp knockoff. But I did get it. Yeah, I might have that one. Yeah, I didn't register that it was a Toffee Crisp knockoff. It's where to draw the line, really. So it might have to be in part 2, basically. Take care, Isaac. See you later. Mint Malteser ice cream. I might have done Cham. I did do a couple of reviews. I might have done the orange one and the regular one. I'm not sure if I did. I don't know. Might have done. Yes. But yeah, so there we go. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, so let's give it an open then. So there's a bit of flourishes on this one, as I say. Could definitely fit in another one. You can see already. And, I quite like the packaging though. It's just something about the colour, I think. They've definitely got that sort of brownie, golden brownie, a bit more of a light golden brown in this case. And you all come with like a little cardboard wrap, I think, to keep them safe. Just a bit less. It's a bit lighter colour. I think the lighter colour on the actual packaging seems to be not quite as good. Right, there we go. So you could easily fit in another one, couldn't you, really? Easily fit in another one, what you can see there. So you could fit in 6 in here. So it's a bit cheeky. I don't know, you know. That's the case with all of them. They do have a bit of the flourishes, but I still think it's a bit cheeky. So as I say, it's pretty much exactly one more you could fit in. But there we are. Then the packaging this time falls down a bit. It seems a bit too light. I don't know. I mean, it looks a bit darker on the camera. No, yeah, it's darker inside on the camera. I think the camera's darkened it a bit. But in hand, it's a bit. It just looks a bit too light, a bit too creamy. I don't know. I think the actual camera's making it look a bit better, but yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Not sure it looks quite as nice as on the outside, but it's not too different. It's only a slight shade difference, but it's just. I don't know. It's different shades on the actual wrapper, and I think it doesn't quite. I don't know. It doesn't seem to quite work as well, but I'm not sure. Only a small thing, as I say, but there we go. All right, so let's see. Let's have a look. So let's give it an open. Yeah, Shamu's questions. Yes, you do have a good amount of them, Shaz, to be said. But well, yes, I do. You know, as you know, I've got the Maryland ones to do. Yeah, I think I've got the Maryland ones to do. I did have a load of Biscoff ones as well. So I've got a few. Yeah. So just need to get round to them basically. Right. So two things, as you can see. Yeah. So I got yeah. I think I'll do the Toffee one another time. As I say, I've got like, well, maybe I should do it today. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. I might run and get the Toffee one in a minute then. Might do that. All right. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a see. Where's my calipers gone? I lost it. There we go. The rule as well. Okay, right. Let's have a look then. So we've got the length of the finger is 8 centimeters there, pretty much. I mean, there's a bit of a knob on one side, which I didn't count. And the width in the middle, 2.3. And the height, at 1.3, 1.4 maybe, 1.37. Not too bad. Yeah, very interesting. So it looks pretty tasty. So let's give it a bit of a chop. Give it a bit of a wipe. Let's have a look then. Okay, there we go. Put it at the bottom so the camera doesn't condense back, so you see it's a bit harder to see. You can see there at the top, I think. Again, you might have focus in trouble. There we go. I think that's about right. I seem to struggle. It must be the background of the. It's all the stars, maybe confuses it. So I'll lift myself back up, and we've done the cut. So I'll lift myself back up. We can focus it that way. Probably focus in a bit better then as well. So there we go. Yeah, there we go. Right. I'm a bit too high there, but yeah. So give it a focus in a second. Give it a look rather. There we go. Okay, right. Let's have a look. Yes, it's perhaps a bit better. Maybe I'll focus in now. Fingers crossed. There we go. So you can see there's a bit of caramel at the top. A lot of biscuit there. But I think the caramel does. I think generally when we've seen it in the Mars bar, it seems to have been disguised a bit. You know, it does. There is more of it than he first appears. You can see here as well. I've kind of removed the chocolate, but you can see there's quite a lot of there. It's quite golden caramel as well. It looks quite nice. I think almost looks a bit like it does on the cover. Almost, we can see. Show you where it was. Almost. So it's off to one side a bit, just so I can try and see it. But there we go. Yeah, not bad that. Pretty accurate representation, I think you'd say. Just melting madly in my hands now. Okay, right. Yeah, let's see, look. Melting pretty bad. Okay. Right. Let's give it a bit of a taste then. Okay, let's do it. So, yeah. Let's give it a taste. So I'll say I'm just a bit dubious as well. The biscuit will be as good here, but there we go. Yeah. Mr. Kipling chocolate tarts. Yeah, I've seen a few Mr. Kipling ones. Done a few Mr. Kipling reviews. I lose track of how many I've done now, which ones I've done rather. So I might have reviewed them. I'm not sure, but if it's a new one, I don't know. I do like Mr. Kipling generally, but sometimes some of them are better than others, basically. Yeah, a bit of a funny one. Right, let's give us a taste. Let's do it. Again, I think they've the biscuits still a slight yeah, you know what, I think it might have a slight taste of the biscuit that might mean it's not quite the same as a regular Twix, but I'm not sure, you know. I think it might be pretty much spot on again, really. I think it probably is, you know. The other one, as I say, tasted a bit like you're just having sort of like from a family circle selection, the shortbread or shortcake biscuit or whatever. Oh, I think they've nailed this one again. I think it tastes just as regular Twix does. I think they've done a really good job here. This, I'll say, the Tesco one might have a slight taste to it that made it slightly different than the regular Twix. Only a slight though. The little one was definitely out. But these Aldi ones, I've been very impressed. I think they've done really well. You know, done really well. Yeah, really good with these ones. Yes, I don't mind them, Sham. I don't have them too much, but I do like them. Yes, I do like them. Hi Hans, how are you doing? It's about 12 o'clock where you are. Hope you're doing okay. Glad you're still up. Good to see you, by the way. Good to see you back. Oh, good to meet you. Yes, good to meet you. Good to see you again. It's good. We've kind of not quite at the end this time. I think last time you called was just at the end, but you're pretty much, we're just doing a second from last one, maybe second from two. We'll see. But yeah, good to see you back. Hope you're doing all right. I hear things are pretty bad at the moment in regards to the old global situation at the moment. I won't mention keywords just in case YouTube decides to complain. But yeah, I've heard it's pretty bad in Malaysia at the moment, so I hope you're doing all right. Yeah, so Tesco part 2. I don't know if I've got any more Tesco stuff, Sham. I think I did it all in the one review, basically. But if I see more, then yes, I will go back in there at some point. I'll have a check, actually. But yeah, I'll have a look. I think I did all the things I could think of at the time. But yeah. But I say, I hope you're doing alright, Hans. Anyway, I hope you're doing okay. But yeah, these ones, pretty good, these ones. I'm quite impressed. They taste just like Twix. I think Twix, again, possibly better refrigerated. I think it's a bit melty at the moment. I quite like Twix generally. I think it's just a bar that seems to work. You know, it's just the different textures and things, you know. It's hard to say whether... I don't think this one's better than it, but it's the same. You know, I'm really impressed with these. I think these ones... the ones we've reviewed, I mean, you know, as someone mentioned before, how these are all going to be quite similar. And they are all very similar, but... These Aldi ones are the same, if not better, than the actual real things. And they're definitely better than the other ones, the Tesco and the little ones for sure. I'm very impressed. I think this one, I think a Twix is probably a 4 out of 5, I think, and I think this is a 4 out of 5 as well. It's just the same, yeah. It's really nice though. I do like it. And you know what? While I'm at it, I'm just going to taste the Mars bar one as well, just to see if it was first chocolate syndrome. No, it's very nice. Yeah, I think it's really nice as well. Yeah, I think it's wasn't for those chocolate syndrome. Yeah, very impressed with these. Very impressed. White Malteser, Sham. Yes, I believe that possibly might be doing a white chocolate Malteser biscuit. I think at Poundland you can get a white chocolate Malteser, basically called malt balls or something. So if you go there, you might be able to get them. Yeah, they're still doing them. Which I think they are. So yes, that's a good place to go if you can. Right, so there we go. So now we've got now these ones are the ones that the other ones haven't done that I've seen. Lidl and Tesco and the like. Basically, yeah, bounties. So there we go. So coconuts, yes. Oh dear. Yeah, I think it was Sam Matson in the comments. Another Canadian follower actually was talking about how he loves coconuts. This is one for him if he's watching. Yeah, so bounties, those you don't know, basically sort of, it's very, well, it's coconut essentially covered in chocolate. I'm not a big coconut person at all really, but some bars I don't mind. I don't mind the taste of coconut, I don't like the texture. It's just, I feel like it's eating that shredded paper. I just don't like it, so I'm not sure I like these, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we did have the pineapple bounties not long ago that Scotty sent me actually, and they were very nice actually, those, and the flavour just really came out. I think I would have preferred it if it wasn't coconut still, but there we go. Coconut filling 64%, so it's a lot. Desiccated coconut 38%. Yeah, so is that right? That seems, well, that goes over to 100%. That I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know whether that means that the desiccated coconut makes up part of the coconut filling. But that's it's 102%. That, so I'm not sure. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt there, but that seems very strange to say that. I don't know. You'd think you'd word it in a different way if it was the desiccated coconut made up part of that coconut filling. Very odd. Okay, does it have palm oil in it? I can't see it, but it might do. I don't think it does actually. I can't see it. Yeah, I don't think it does. Right, so milk chocolate taste, cocoa solids 27% minimum, milk solids 14% minimum, same as the others, suitable vegetarians. And per 100 grams, 477 calories, 26 grams of fat, 20 which are saturates. So quite a lot of saturates in relation to how much fat there is. Crikey. Must be all the coconut, I guess. So 477 calories per 100 grams, 26 grams of fat, 20 which are saturates. And per bar, 25 grams, 119 calories, 6.5 grams of fat, 4 of which are saturates. So yeah, so low on the calories per 100 grams, but quite high in the fat for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that, Sham. Yes, I've seen those. They're in the Poundland one. Yeah, so if you've obviously been to Poundland before, so yeah, so check out the white chocolate malt balls in there. But yeah, I did have those in my backlog as well, Sham, and I just never got around to them. So there are. I might do a Twin Peaks special at one point. So I might do that for the live reviews. Yeah, there's 10 of them in these ones. It's 250 gram bag in total. It's got the Aldi symbol there as well. It does have the Rainforest Alliance. Again, I'd always check out what that entails. Often seems to mean you just offset the the cocoa they buy by buying just the used cocoa and then buy the equivalent again, which is strange. So there we go. Well, let's go down. Let's have a look. Give these an open. Right, yeah. Still got a Jive in the way there. Jive talking. Bit chocolatey on the plate. Apologies for that. I've wiped it down a bit, but it's so much chocolate. Okay, so there we go. Tea size radio. So we'll check to see. Yeah, the colour's a bit off again. You can see how the colour's gone a bit light blue, can't you? It just seems to. Must be the table underneath. Maybe I need to put another cloth underneath it, perhaps. I'm not sure. Okay. Yes, that's it. It's a bit better. It's very much a darker blue than that, really. But there you go. It's sorting itself out slightly. Let's give them a bit of an open then. Yeah, Bounty. A taste of paradise, yes. You a big fan of Bounties, Rick? I think it's a Canadian thing, though. Maybe, you know, coconuts are big. I say you and yourself and Sam, two Canadian followers, do definitely like coconuts, it seems. Although I do know it's only 2 people, you know, I'm just being silly, but yeah. Okay, let's just check this 10. Right, so there is. There we go, there are, yes, there are 10, good. And this one actually looks pretty good. I mean, Robo is not the best name, but it does sound a bit like Bounty, I guess. And I think the wrapping actually looks quite good. It's still got that figure of 8 shenanigan that they all have actually, don't they? Which I didn't really notice. They've all got like a figure of 8 kind. I thought it was just the sprinter ones, the marathon ones, or whatever. But seem to all have that actually, and I didn't notice it. Yeah, one way or another. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think the branding on this one looks pretty good actually. It looks a bit more like Milky Way than Bounty, really. I think you'd say, but I do quite like it. And I think for once the what is it, the dairy free or dairy fine logo actually goes quite well with it as well. Yeah, I think Lidl definitely win the packaging prize, but these are definitely not too far behind them. There we go. Yeah. Ah, see the moist going milk chocolate. Yes. Yeah. See. Yeah. So that's it. Not sure, Sham. You mean after this chocolate or generally? I'm not too sure. Not sure. Having a bit of a rest, I think. Ah, I see. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad to. Well, you know, see what I like, Rick. I'll say I'm a bit. You know, I might. You know. Yeah. Basically, not normally my favourite centre coconut. So we'll see. So hopefully I'll like it though. But we'll see. I've not had a Bounty in a long time. I generally kind of avoid them really. So you never know. Might be something I actually quite like and I've just not realised it. Not had them for such a long time. Let's have a look then. Yes, so we'll see. So you can see a nice looking top to them. It's a good measure. It's not flat at the sides. You'll see. A bit lumpy, but so we'll just measure it roughly there. So it's about 5.6, 5.7 centimetres. That's including the lumps. And the top about 1.6. And the width about 2.8. There we go. Let's give it a bit of a cut then. Let's have a see. Right. Whoop. There we go. So you can see quite moist coconut there. Yeah, it is moist. It does look moist, doesn't it, Rick? I think you'd say. Yeah, let's have a look. Hopefully you can see this one. Hopefully it focuses in okay. I might just lift up the camera so we can see a bit better. But It does have a moist, there we go, perfect. It does have a moist look to it there, doesn't it? Look at that. I think you're right, it definitely does have to be moist. I'd say that was the one, the pineapple flavour one that Scotty sent. But yes, there is jam. Yeah, basically I do have an address. I can let you know in the Discord chat perhaps about it. Yes, yeah. You can send me stuff. You just have to let me know you've sent it me there first of all. But yeah. Just go to a private address or whatnot. Or a public address rather, but not my actual address. But yes, looks very moist. Does look moist, Rick. But pretty. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful about this one. As I say, it's just the texture of pineapple that doesn't do it for me sometimes. We'll see. So I think that one with pineapple, with coconut. I think the pineapple one, bounty really worked because it just had all the moistness was all pineapple flavour basically. I'm not a massive pineapple person, but was nice all the same. Right, okay. Let's give us a taste. Let's do it. See what it's like. It is very moist, yeah. No pressure, yes. Not too bad actually, It does have a lot of moistness to it. It really does actually. It definitely works. I mean, maybe I'm too harsh on bounties. Maybe I am. Not too bad. It's just usually I think I just had bad experiences with the end result. You get the bit of the pulp at the end. Not too bad actually. Yeah, that's not bad at all. And I must say it's very difficult for me to say whether it tastes just like the regular bounty because I've not really had one for a long time. Yeah, so no, I love it. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I'm actually quite impressed, Rick. I must say, I'm quite impressed, and it doesn't. The texture's not as bad as I remember it being. Like getting a bit like eating shredded paper. Maybe I just had a bad experience when I was younger or something. Yeah. Interesting one, that one. Yeah, it's not bad actually. Very moist, as I say, and I haven't had bounty for a long, long time. I think sometimes I might have dabbled in one in the celebrations one, but as I said, I did have that pineapple one. And I was quite impressed with that one, and this one, yeah, it's not bad actually. I mean, have the other. Maybe I've been too harsh on it for a long time. It was a bad experience as a kid or something. I don't know. It's very moist. I certainly, as I say, and the chocolate's very nice as well. Actually, it works pretty well. Hard one for me to say as well. As I say, I can't really. I'm certainly quite confident that it's not any worse than the regular bounty because I just have that feeling. And all the others have been very similar, if not better than the original products. Yeah, not bad at all. I don't know what to rate it really. I don't think it's I still don't think it's one that maybe would blow my socks off or whatever. But I think it's definitely nice. Yeah, it's nice actually. It's nice. I don't know. I don't really think it's sort of one of those that's my favourite. But I think I need something else in it, like some other texture, or some other flavour, to make it a bit of a higher rating. But I definitely think it's definitely not on the on the upper end of a 4 out of 5. I think very happy. I think if you really like coconut, I think this might even be a 4.5. I still think probably I'm not the biggest fan of coconut as such, but I don't think that's in. But that's like me saying I'm not the biggest fan of anything I rate really, if you know what I mean. It's just one of those where I think if I really like coconut, then I think this would be higher. Is what I'm trying to say. It's like before when I said Twix. If I was like the biggest biscuit fan in the world, maybe I'd up it again. If you know what I mean. There's something to bear in mind, of course. So. If you're massively into coconut, then I think this might be a 4.5 or 5 out of 5 for you. Yeah, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed indeed. I quite like that. I really do. Maybe I've just been harsh on bounties my whole life, and I need to. I did review them though a few years back on the channel. I don't remember thinking anything specific about them then, so I don't know if these ones are just nicer or not. But yeah, well there we go. I'm really impressed with these knockoff ones. Actually, I have to say they're really nice. They're really nice. Yeah. No, very impressive. Very impressed with this. Yeah. Maybe, as I say, could even on another day be higher. I just feel like maybe I'm getting carried away with how surprisingly impressed I am if I gave it higher than a 4. So I got to calm myself down a bit there. But yeah. No, very impressed with that. I think you'd like it, Rick. I think you would like it for sure. Yeah, brilliant. No, I'm surprised. And yes, Xiao, no, there isn't Xiao. No, there's no way I'd give out any kind of contact details like that. Yeah, I think you would. Yeah, I think you would. I think you would, Joe. Very impressed with this one. Yeah, I think you would. It's very moist. You saw how moist it was, and I must say these ones have been very impressive. And I think as the last one, we'll do the knockoff toffee crisp. I'll just have to go get it. So I didn't realise it was a knockoff toffee crisp. Let's just see. I think it's down here somewhere. Yeah, I see it now. There we go. Oop. Ah, was falling over. Okay, yes. Here we go, yes. Caramel Crunch. This will be probably the last one for today, I think. This is a knockoff toffee crisp. Yeah, and I didn't realise that till Andrew said it. Now, toffee crisp, as you know, is one of my favourite bars. I really like toffee crisps. I really do like toffee crisps. So this one, there is a bit of pressure on this one for it to taste nice. Hopefully it will. Confident that it will after what I've tasted. So yes, I am excited about this one, I have to say, because I do really like toffee crisps. Yeah, I think I was just saying in the tier list yesterday, it is you know, because it was a toffee crisp biscuit bar, and as much as I liked it, it was a bit of a cheat. You know, but I was saying that toffee crisp is probably one of my top 20 chocs of all time, maybe even top 10. So yeah, so there we go. So it's dairy fine again, caramel crunch, 4 times individual wrap bars. So going down a bit, it's 4 this time. No doubt there'll be room for 5. What else have we got? Let's have a see. Milk chocolate filled with caramel and rice wheat crisp. Yeah. So now I'm assuming there's a bit of biscuits in the toffee crisp biscuit bar, but it tasted exactly the same basically, which was the problem. So caramel 56%, loads of caramel. Got 56% caramel. That's what makes it. Palm oil. There we are. So that is in there. So you have to be careful. Into that. Rice wheat crisp, 11%. Contains cocoa size 27% minimum, milk size 14% minimum, like all the others. Suited for vegetarians. And calories, 400 grams, 515, so on the lower end of it, but only just. 500 to 550 scale, it's generally in chocolate. 28 grams of fat, 16 of which are saturates. Yeah, keep away from strong odours, it says. I've never seen that before. Isn't that strong odours? Guess it makes sense, but don't normally say that. Yeah, so 452 grams in total, 4 times 38. Yeah, so anything else of interest to say? UTZ certified, it says on the front. Does somewhere? Where does it say it? Said it somewhere, there it is. Yes. Interesting, yeah. So I do like the way the barcode goes all the way around. Like practicality in mind. Alright, let's give these an open then. So, those are quite interesting, these. Yeah, I'll be interested in Sham. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, I think possibly Andrew might have mentioned it. I'm not sure. But yeah, yeah, that should be quite nice. I'm glad they're continuing to do some nice products, Terry's. They're doing a good job, really. Right, let's have a look. Okay, let's see. Just adjust the brightness again, I think. No, very impressed with these. As I say, I think Aldi have had quite a solid reputation that people have always said, and I've kind of, always been a bit, apprehensive about it. But I think these so far, these are very nice chocolate bars. These are the best, if not better, than the original. So we'll just see how this toffee crisp one is. This is the one where I would say I have a vested interest in it, because I, let's see, a better, what would you say? I wouldn't say vested interest, actually, that's the wrong word. I think more stronger, more of a stake in this one, because as I say, I think toffee crisps are one of my favourite bars. So if this one isn't as good, I'll definitely know about it. So yeah, okay, let's see. So as I say, we can fit another one in, maybe slightly more. It's always the case. There's always room for an extra bar. So more so the problem in this case, because obviously some of the others were little bars in a big bag, but the ones where it's like this, you can clearly see. Now, of course, this means basically you can fit in a quarter more, whereas where it's 6 and bars, obviously it was a 6, so the amount you can fit in percentage-wise is actually a lot higher as the number of bars goes down. Yeah, I'd say I think you'd probably say that the individual bars are about the same, actually. It's a shame to have a look at an actual image of the bar on these ones, like the Lidl ones do. I think Lidl still have won the actual packaging wars, but I guess that doesn't matter too much. I have to say, you're probably not too bothered about the packaging if you buy knockoffs. So there is that, but of course, it's still nice. I think these are okay. I think the Tesco ones are probably the worst. But yeah. But I guess maybe with them they just think, well, people in Tesco buying the knockoff ones, you know, it's probably not as important to them, I guess. But there you go, it's getting a bit darker now, a bit nicer. Yeah. Yes, let's give these an open. Yeah, I know they've done them in the back in. Yeah, they've done them with the full orange ones, haven't they, Sham, in the past? Yeah, not the actual bars. So I'd be interested in that. I do like Terry's Orange Sensations. I think that's one of my favourite chocolate selections. Those are very nice. You do get some. I think you get a half and half one in that one, white and milk chocolate. Maybe a dark chocolate one as well. So yeah, there we go. A bit crushed this one at one side. We can see the caramel oozing out there. Look at that. Yes, that's what we like, isn't it? It's not quite solid though. It's not liquid. Obviously, it's chewy, more chewy caramel, I think. Oh wow, yeah. I'm excited about this one. Actually, I have to say, I'm excited about this one. I would save this one to last as well, so we might have the last chocolate syndrome where, but in theory, I'd be sick of them. So we, so I won't be exaggerating the rating on it. You wouldn't have said. See how long it is. With knobbles on the sides, about 9.5 centimeters in length, but there is like the caramel there that's on the edge and stuff like that. So it's making it a bit longer than it probably otherwise would have been. You could say it's about 9.3 normally. The width a bit flat at the bottom. About 3 centimeters there at the bottom. The top, as you can see, it's more not quite as wide at the top. About 2.2. It's lost about 8 millimeters, I think. Depends where you do it, actually. Yeah, it's about 3 or 2.8 in some places. Yeah. Yeah, mint pyramids. I do remember those. I think they weren't. I don't think they were Terry's. Well, they might have been as well, but I think there was another company. I think. Well, it might have been Terry's actually. It could have been Terry's. You're right, Sam. Yeah. Pyramids. I think it was actually right. I do remember those because I had them when I was younger. 1.7 centimeters in height. Yeah, they were very nice. Those. They were very nice. Yeah, I think you're probably right. They were Terry's actually. Yes. I do miss those. They're ones I'd wish they'd bring back. Right, let's give it a bit of a cut. Oh yes, does have that. Yeah, so those you don't know, Toffee Crisp generally it's basically like, well, it's just lots of caramel, Rice Krispie pieces. Yeah, just a very chewy, crunchy bar. Yeah, I think the one on this, this one here is probably the one that's more indicative of how it looks as you look at it. Lots of Rice Krispies. I think the one's got a bit of chocolate pushed down over it there, but yeah. Oh, it looks very nice, this one. Very excited for this one, has to be said. You can see all the caramel at the top. All the Rice Krispie pieces all sort of stuck together with caramel and chocolate and all sorts. Yeah, so can't tell as easily, but it is caramel sort of sticking them all together. Well up my street, this one. Crunchy, caramelly, chewy. That's what I like. Just how I like my women. There you go, yes. Crunchy, caramel and chewy, honestly. Okay, there we go. Let's lift myself up, give these a taste. Excited, as I say, for these ones. I'm hoping these are just as good. I feel like they probably will be. Yeah, just adjust the colour just a bit. Yeah, finish on a strong note maybe, we'll see. Right, let's give this a taste then. Let's do it. Give it a taste. It's slightly melty today, but I think unfortunately we're not finished on the high note that I was hoping for, because these are not as good at all. Yeah. They were, Andrew, up until this point. And so we're tasting the knockoff Toffee Crisp now that I didn't realise was a knockoff Toffee Crisp until you mentioned it, and they've just tasted, and it's not as good at all. It's there's a funny taste to it. Like a sort of, I don't know. And it is a bit melty today, so it's a bit. It could be softer than it otherwise normally would be, but I don't think this soft. It's very soft. It's not really chewy. Yeah, it's got a funny taste. I think the caramel's got like a burnt caramel taste to it as well, and it doesn't work very well at all. It's just not chewy either. All the caramel seems to melt, and I said that could be as a consequence of it being quite warm today, but I don't think to this extent it should be doing, based on how the Snickers and the Mars were, the knockoffs of those we had. Yeah, not too happy with this one. Not too happy with this one. Yeah, Rick, I've seen that crispier one. Yeah, I've seen that crispier one. Yeah, reviewed it actually. It was quite nice. It was nice actually. It's just replaced the peanuts, hasn't it, with crispy bits, and I really like that actually because that was well up my street. um, yeah, basically, Andrew. Yeah, I was mentioning before. I think this range generally, other than this toffee crisp one, has been the best. It's probably some of them have been better than the actual real products. I think the Snickers one, the peanuts had a bit of a salty taste, which I think was better. I mean, the Mars one just seemed to have something about it which I think tasted slightly better. I mean, the Twix one was the same. Milky Way one was the same, which again is fine. And I think the Bounty one was very nice. I can't say for sure whether that's the same because I don't really have Bounties much because I didn't think I'd like them, but I actually quite enjoyed this. So yeah, I think they're all very good. But this one, unfortunately, is the one. Toffee Crisp, as I say, is one of my favourite bars, and this one is a shadow of it. It's not. It's a real shame. Yeah, I spoke too soon, jinxed it. You're right. Yeah. It's one of those. Might do a live one, Shan. Might do a live one. That'd be a good one to do, actually. So maybe I will. Yes. I think overall, though, they have done well. And on another occasion, I might not have realised this was unfortunately, not to, I didn't. If I'd have stopped where I was and quit my head, yeah, I think. But generally, though, I've been very impressed. I think the Toffee Crisp one's perhaps a bit of a more of an out there one. They normally only do, let's say, those other 4, don't they, or maybe 5 if you count the Bounties. So they've obviously pushed the boat out a bit and tried to do the Toffee Crisp one because I've never seen any other company do a knockoff Toffee Crisp before. But unfortunately, yeah, it's just not as good. It's the can was just a bit, let's say, a bit. This has a bit of a burnt taste to it. Yeah. And I think the chocolate, something's not quite as nice. It's just not as nice a taste, and it's just not the same. I mean, I think it's the chocolate as well. Something's just not quite as nice, and it's not been present or been discernible on the other bars for whatever reason. But there's something in this one. I think it might be whatever they've got inside. You can see there's like as well as the Rice Krispie pieces, there's something else in like a chocolatey type filling as well. I don't know, whatever that is. It's like, it's not like praline or something, but it's something softer. Than a regular chocolate. It's something. It's just something about it. It's not very nice. It's too creamy, as I would say. Yeah. It tastes more. It's more bourbon biscuit cream centre than chocolate, and that's not really a good. It doesn't have the consistency, and it's not really like that as such. I just mean it has that more. It's more towards that than a nice sort of chocolatey flavour or something. I don't know. The flavour's just not quite as nice. I don't know. It's not. It's too creamy for me. Yeah, not too big a fan of it. But I put it. Yeah, but as I explained at the time and before. Yeah, I know you only popped in a bit, Andrew. But yeah, so you might miss when I explained that. But yeah, I picked it. I put it at the bottom because it was a cheat. It wasn't. It was just basically like. I mean, I know it might have had biscuit pieces in, but it basically tasted like a toffee crisp. And I thought you can't just. And because it was exactly the same, I thought you can't really just release something and claim it's a biscuit bar when it's really just the same as the regular one. So that's why. So I thought it was a bit of a cheat, basically. I thought, it's like releasing a double decker because it's got biscuit pieces in, or Rice Krispie pieces, and just replacing with biscuit pieces. It's a biscuit bar, and I just thought it was a bit of a cheat. So that's why I put it at the bottom, because I thought it was cheated, basically. Yeah. So no, so it's not a new one, is it, Andrew? Yeah. That's a shame. It's a shame. I thought you would have been there if you'd known about it, but yeah. Yes, Lindor tier list as well. Good one, Chad. I might do that. I need to perhaps do more of them, taste more of them, because there's a lot of individual ones as well. So I might have a look into that. Yeah. But very very disappointing, this one. It just, as I say, it's just a shame. It's just a shame. I think it's just not quite right. I think obviously the key ingredient here is one they've not quite got right. Like the biscuit one for the Lidl one or whatever it was, the Lidl Twix. I didn't get that right. There's just something in this one they've not quite got right, and it's not as chewy as it should be. Toffee Crisp is a really nice bar, really. I'd say it could be because it's a bit. I'm a bit worried that maybe it's quite warm today, so it's really sort of melted some of it. But I don't think so. The other ones have been quite substantial, not melted that much. And I still think there should be a chew there to it. So I'm just a bit disappointed. Yeah, so as I know, it could be one again where I've had a Toffee Crisp more recently. As I say, I've not had one for some time. I might think differently, but I don't think so, because as I say, I really do like Toffee Crisps, and I don't think they'd be similar to this. That's for sure. So yeah, we have a disappointing one, this one. So I just think it's not very chewy. It's too soft. It's got like the caramel's got a very odd taste to it. The centre, sort of creamy, centery, chocolatey sticky together bits, whatever on it. It goes in between the Rice Crisp bits as well. It just has a bit too much of a sort of weird biscuit creamy taste to it. I don't know. There's something a bit. It's just too creamy for me. It's not pleasant really. It's not. Yeah. So unfortunately, if I wasn't comparing, well, if I wasn't expecting a toffee crisp, well, I guess I'd be less disappointed, but I still would say the same result. You know, it's. I think it's it's a 2 out of 5. This one, you know, it's just not that great. So it could even be less than 2, really. Yeah. You know, I think it is less. I think I'm going to say 1.5 out of 5. Yeah, 1.5. It's just disappointing. Yeah, it's not very pleasant, and I don't think I'd really be wanting to have it again. Yeah. So, yeah. Not nice, this one. Not nice. Yeah, so, yes. I have a book called Fry's Chocolate Dream. You know, I see crikey. So, yes, you've got... I see. That's not a bad. That's quite an interesting book. I didn't even think such a thing would... That's quite a good book to have, that, Andrew, yeah. Not bad at all, that. And a good point, that. You're right. Yeah, you're right. They haven't gone into the lunchbox biscuits. Yeah, I don't know why that is the case. And then obviously the time at wafer, but I mean, that's, you know, by the by, isn't it? So, yeah. No, hi, Adam. Yes, you... literally at the end. Long story short is I'm impressed, other than the Toffee Crisp knockoff. The rest of them were good, but the Toffee Crisp one wasn't great. So overall, Aldi have done a pretty good job here so far. Obviously, I've got tons of other Aldi products to review, so I'll be... click the bell icon and watch out for the community tab in my channel to see, basically I'll be saying, which one do you want for the next live review, if you want Aldi part 2 or Lidl part 3 or whatever. So keep an eye out for those. I'll probably post them Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that, if not before. So you want to have a vote of what to do next, but I must have at least 10 other Aldi products to review, maybe even 15, I think. I think probably more than that, actually. So I've got plenty to do. So keep an eye out on those, and hopefully you can watch it and catch up or something like that if you fancy it. But yeah. Well, exactly, Adam. Yes, exactly. My thoughts exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real disappointing bar, that one. Real disappointing. I don't know. Yeah, but as I say, maybe I don't know. Cadbury just seem to just not understand that game. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because they don't really make biscuits. And when maybe that's just what it is. But I don't know. You'd think they could do. They do the fingers, don't they? You think they could do. I guess they do mini rolls, don't they? So maybe that's why. Maybe they just rely on the mini rolls, and they've kind of, it's not a biscuit, of course, but yeah, maybe they've just sort of thought, well, we've done that. That's it, which they are nice, actually, I have to say, and they kind of are something you have in your lunchbox, aren't they? But yeah, there we go. Yeah, take care, Sham. Good to chat to you. Thanks for all the suggestions, by the way. It's been great. Yeah, been good ones there. So I think I'll try and do them. As I can't promise they'll be soon, but I will try and do them. So yeah. So take care, Sham. Have a good day. Yeah, right, there we go, guys. There we go. So yeah, an interesting one. I think overall I'm pretty impressed. I think a lot of people have said Aldi's been very good for chocolates and things. Now I was a bit dubious, but as I say, for most of these, we did 6 reviews. 5 of them were pretty much spot on, if not better than the original product, really. And I haven't got them side by side to really know for certain, but based on memory and what I can remember and just general taste, they've been very impressive. And I said the Snickers one I really enjoyed. So yeah, very nice indeed. So enjoyed that. Yeah, take care, Adam. Sorry you only caught the end, but it's good to chat to you still. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next one, or in the Stash Watch on Wednesday, something like that. So take care. But yeah, well, you might be saying bye to Sham, so yeah, sorry about that if you are. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Anyway, sorry, as I say, Adam, you missed most of it, but I say it's always a very one catch up, whatever. But the gist of it is, yeah, Aldi, check them out for the Twix. I'll say not for these though, not for those, so I'd avoid them. But yeah, they're Dreamies, which sounds a bit like cat food. Move that. Yes, they weren't too bad if you like Milky Ways, but they're basically the same. The Jives are pretty good. Twix, but it tastes exactly the same as regular Twix actually, which was unlike the Lidl equivalent, which didn't taste that great. But the Titan tasted slightly better than the regular Mars. I was very impressed. And the other one, I think that's called Runners or something. I can't quite get to it now. Racers. I think these are even better than regular Snickers, actually. The peanuts had a nice salty taste to them, so I was very impressed with those. Yeah, so some good stuff there. Very happy. Yes, well, the calorie ones, well, to be honest with you, I'm not... Maybe. I mean, I did have a quick test of only did the Mars bar one to compare the calories, because I thought it seemed to have a low calorie count, because it's like 460 calories per 100 grams. and the regular Mars bar had 450 odd. So so I don't know about the others, but basically the Mars bar ones were pretty similar actually, if not slightly more so. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there are. I don't know if there is a substantial difference in calories. They still seem to be around the 500 to 550 range for most part, but some of them, as I say, I think the Milky Ways and the Mars bars were a bit lower. So yeah, but I think, as I say, the Mars bars themselves, the real Mars bar, was a bit lower than this Aldi one. So I'm not sure. I thought they would be lower calories, but they seem to be. Well, I don't. That one example at least was pretty similar. So I'm assuming the others are probably quite similar as well, but I don't know. I didn't check them all. Yeah, very. But they are smaller bars though. So yes, so for that reason, yes, you would get less calories, but per 100 grams. But they are generally smaller bars. Yeah. So yeah. So for that reason as well, yes, you good point. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. Interesting one. I was quite surprised and pleasantly happy about those. I think I can safely say that Aldi's own brand of these stuffs are good. So I've got plenty of other Aldi stuff. So keep an eye on the communities tab, and for me posting, as I say, click the bell icon, and you'll be notified of any polls I do midweek to what to review next in the live review. So I do there's usually about 3 or 4 options. So plenty to do. And as I say, up until yesterday, Lidl Part 3 was winning this. Or Part 2, one or the other. It was only a couple of votes that won it. So yeah. So we might have had a different review this week. So yeah, keep a check out for that. As I say, do you know the drill by now? Yeah, please like and click the like button. This, that, and the other. It's always great, good support and things like this. And and I'll see you in the other reviews and things like that as well. Leave a comment or free notes as well. Check out the member program. Check out the Discord chat. All those things, you know the drill. Oh, well, yeah, take care, Sham. Yeah, take care, Adam. Yeah, hope you're doing all right, Andrew, as well. Hope you have a good evening. And Joe, of course, you're still there. And Rick, yes. Not sure if anyone else popped up particularly. Maybe someone else. Hans as well. I think he might have gone to bed. I don't blame if he did. Yeah, okay, well, guys. Well, take care. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy it. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now. See ya.